I am Gerald Mboowa, a Thrive 2 PhD student. I'm looking at identifying mutations in human beings, especially children, for this case, that make them contain HIV for a long period of time without progressing to AIDS, even in absence of treatment. So the beauty of looking at children at this level is, so this is a naive population that is not affected by so many factors, including habits. So we came up with a population of children who had HIV. These were 500 children. They have HIV, they are not on treatment. And then we had another group of children who have HIV, but they haven't developed AIDS for 10 years plus. So we managed to get their DNA, and we have been looking at what makes this group of children who have HIV, they are not receiving any treatment, and for 10 years they don't progress to AIDS. Our long-term interest is to be able to make this test available for the adult population, in that if someone walked into the hospital and they test them for HIV, they will be able to tell them, you have HIV, but you can stay for the next 10 years without treatment and you will be safe. So this is our major interest, and that is currently the kind of work that we are carrying out in children, and in the near future probably you will be able to use this test. So just imagine a child who is born with HIV at the age of 0 and is started on antiretroviral therapy, the treatment for AIDS, at the age 0. That means they are going to take these drugs for the rest of their life. So to us, this is unfair. That's why we are looking at what makes the other group unique, so that we can now take our advances to the next level and also take it to the adults. This will be very helpful in our country where the HIV prevalence is. So if you have 15% of the population being able to contain the HIV to a level where it cannot progress to AIDS, and you are starting them on treatment, there are two consequences here. You are depriving those who are in the most need of the drug and giving it to the people who would have, under natural circumstances, been able to contain the disease. So what we look at will be able to say positive, and then it shows you positive, but what can you do about it? Positive, but you can contain. So that's how these tests can be developed. Then also for the children, just imagine children who have HIV, they are going to take these drugs for the rest of their lives. So still you're also helping them to have their lives or their organs spared from the consequences of the treatment. So that's the kind of work we are doing. Thrive has contributed to my work in so many ways. In 2016, when I came back from Beta, there was a period when I had no funds to proceed with my work for a whole year. So I approached Thrive, and I was given funding for 2 years. So it is this funding for 2 years that has enabled me carry on my work to the end, and probably in the next 6 months, I'll be completing my research. So thanks to Thrive for enabling me in the previous 2 years to carry on my research to the end.